What is up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome everybody to the YouTube channel of Immortal Knowledge. We're here to tell you some things that are about to happen here in the year 2022 in the upcoming weeks. So, if you search very hard on the internet, you can already find out a lot of information about things that are going on in the world, including the disarray with Central Police officers in almost every city in the United States. You see crazy legislation being allowed inside of courtrooms. You see people's rights are being infringed upon, and not just infringed upon, but purposefully. Their rights have been purposely ignored by those who they appointed to help them and protect them, and also to protect their rights. So basically, the people who we have elected to make these decisions for us, they have turned against us. Just as the United States government and the Biden administration specifically just signed the death warrant of all of the United States. And that death warrant is basically the right to completely not only censor individuals by what they say on platforms of freedom of speech, not only to shut their channels down or to censor them or to silence them, these people will go as far as to fine you billions of dollars because you quote your freedom of speech. And not only that, these people are willing to go so far to even put you in jail over your freedom of speech. These are the officials that people supposedly hired to judge things fairly, and they've turned against us. That's not the only thing wrong with the world. The other thing wrong with the world is in Biden's death warrant to the U.S. This is a document, by the way, which was signed, an executive order, which was signed about 2 months ago, which allows the surveillance, necessary or not, of all citizens. The surveillance of all citizens in the United States. And this was signed by Biden a month ago, and the Congress had nothing to do with it. The Senate had no say in it. It was an executive order made by President Biden himself in a room with him and maybe one or two other people. This is how extremely illogical and extremely corrupt and also extremely crazy how we've allowed two people, to make such a massive decision on behalf of everybody, to spy on everybody. And for what? What are you spying on Americans for? People don't understand what's coming, okay? Unfortunately, at this point in the game, everything's already been set in motion. People do not see the biblical revelation falling right before them, and the similarities between them. And it's very clear to me that this is a plan that has been orchestrated and been carried out, and was planned to be carried out, and has been planned to be carried out for several years, if not decades. Okay? And it all starts with, if you study psychology or know anything about how to manipulate people, and let me tell you, governments, all of them, have specific researchers, people qualified in the field that are only there to find out how to control mass amounts of people. Trust me, millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars a year are going into these scientists that are trying to find ways to mass control people. And they found a way to implement things that are not constitutional by doing them in steps, tiny steps, which are constitutional. So, such as the COVID thing was only a test to see if we were ready for the next step. It's like a groomer, you know? The government is grooming the entire nation, all right, to believe these lies, okay? And it started with COVID-19. Now, was COVID a complete lie? No. But the reason why it wasn't a complete lie is because COVID was made and created by governments. It was created for chemical warfare. And it was originally created by a chemist in China, and somehow found its way over, and the chemists in the United States were working with it as well. And so yes, it was real, but it was created by governments, okay, that made it to take people out, meaning that it was population control. If you do not think that governments use population control, that they want you to live as short a lives as possible so that the next waste of space can come on into your spot, okay? This is, unfortunately, this is the way that these people think, you know? They want everybody who is not the top 1%, they want them eradicated. Eradicated. I mean, but what's big that's coming? What's the big thing that's coming? Well, a lot of people are talking about this. And Elon Musk himself, who knows more about this than anything else, says that two major things are... You're not on camera, buddy. Well, it's a one-party consent. It's a one. I am not. It's on me, dude. And it's a one-party consent state. It's legal to film anywhere. Or I'm not even filming you. I haven't even got you on camera. Dude, it's on me. These people are crazy. I love it. Every single time I walk out the door, a black person tries to tell me what to do. It's a one-party consent state, and I didn't even fucking film them. I can, legally, but I won't. Fucking scumbags. This is the type of shit that happens to me every day. Who the fuck do these people think they are? Threatening to kill me when I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm not even talking to him. I don't even have a camera on him. And this month, I'm so fucking tired of it, dude. They try to tell me what to do just because I'm white. And you want to call white people racist? Give me a fucking break. You guys have become so fucking entitled. So fucking entitled. It's a fucking one-party consent state. I can film anybody anywhere legally in public. And you cannot threaten me. What I'm doing is legal. What he's doing is illegal. That's the point. You can't threaten me over fucking filming myself in public. But people, like I said, don't mind their fucking business, ever. Never can mind their business. Ever can mind their fucking business. Never. You know? And that's the thing that's getting to me the most, is that, and you know, I am so tired of having the narrative flipped on me. Oh, he's just a racist. He's a racist white person. Dude, I don't hate anybody because of the color of their skin. But explain to me why every black person has some kind of entitlement where they think that they can just tell me what to do or cut in front of me in line or rob me or take my money. How come they are so entitled? We've allowed black people to become so entitled, right, that they do that and nobody says anything about it. Nobody says nothing. Nobody says a goddamn thing. And so, yeah, you know what? I agree with Martin Luther King. For the first time in my life, I'm gonna say I agree with Martin Luther King. Don't hate people on the color of their skin. Hate them by the content of their character. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay? Every time I'm minding my business, talking to myself, walking down the street, some black person has to try and tell me what to do. Like that guy, get your camera off me. My camera's not even on him. It's facing me. He's a moron. It's called a selfie camera. Maybe the idiot doesn't have a selfie camera on his phone. Maybe he's running a phone back in 1993. But my phone has a very nice selfie camera. The only reason why it's dark is to protect my identity. And also, I really don't care if you know who I am, because this shit needs to be said. So let me just say it, okay? For one, Elon Musk has said this. Alright, there is going to be a massive issue in the next 2 weeks where we're going to have food shortages. We're also going to have the police. Now, they do nothing now, they're going to be doing even less when people start running into people's houses, killing people for food. Okay? And people can laugh all they want, you know, and the people that are laughing are people that live in nice estates with nice houses and stuff like that, okay? But let me tell you this, the police are not going to protect you. And I learned that when my house got home invaded. And they sent one rookie officer to me with no backup. And I thought to myself, how stupid can they be? And they're pretty fucking stupid. So, I don't mean that, you know, I do mean it that way. And the people can just run all over somebody and it's perfectly fine, you know. So people threatening me, okay, because somebody stole from me, alright? I get stolen from, and when I confront the person who did it, I have some retarded bitch that looks like her boyfriend's beat the shit out of her for about 30 years, and she's probably got fucked by such big dicks that I'm not even gonna keep going on, I'll get banned. But anyway, she's an ugly bitch, and she's gotta come out and start running her fucking mouth, not even knowing the situation. This is what I hate the most, okay? Women will get you into a fight. Women will be the most cowardice people when they do that, because they'll step in and they'll start talking tough like a man and get all up in your. And this girl had nothing to do with the situation. I was talking to a person that had stolen from me. I was settling the issue, and this dumb, ugly, retarded bitch starts cussing at me and threatening me and getting in my face and like almost putting her hand up like she was gonna hit me. And I'm sorry. And then the second I showed her, look, I'm inside. By the way, the whole time I was inside my house, they were at my window and would not leave. And once I showed her the weapons I had in my house, I said, get the fuck away from my house. Oh, I'm gonna call my cousin and my brother and the most cowardice mood ever. These bitches will get you in a fight. And guess what? They home invaded me, and because the cops are so stupid, I lost my apartment because of it. Alright? So as far as I'm concerned, if you're a woman and you get in a man's face and you want to start talking tough, and you want to start throwing, then be prepared to get fucking hit. You want equality and fairness. Everybody wants, all these different groups want equality and fairness until something happens and they can use it to their advantage. Like that's the type of situation. Women want, we want equality We want to be able to do everything that men can do. We want equality. Alright? But the second you get in a man's face and he punches you out, now you're a female. Now, oh, he hit a female. Now, oh, that's somebody. All these groups do this. All of them. Black people say they want equality. No, they don't. They want special rights. Just like women, they say they want equality. Then when they get in the man's face and they want to act like a man and swing on a man knocks them the fuck out. And then they're a woman. Then they want special rights. You know? That's the type of bullshit that I'm talking about. And those are only the minor issues. These are only the minor issues that scratch the surface. Okay? And the media is perpetuating the racism. Because I guarantee you, there isn't enough white people in this city for there to be a racism problem against black people. And if you look at the entire National Socialist Party, which is an actual political party, it contains, yes, all those KKK members and Nazi people. I hate them too, okay? They're all fucks too. I don't side with them either, okay? I am neutral in this. All I am trying to do is bring to you how I see it on a daily basis. And from what I've heard from people who know, who put their lives on the line to give me the information that they gave me, like Elon Musk, okay? Elon Musk knows that in the next 2 weeks, Russia is going to deploy a nuclear launch upon U.S.'s satellites, okay? Most likely they'll be successful in hitting some of them, which could potentially put us, me, many millions of people out of power. No way to conserve food, out of power. And not out of power for a day or 2 days or a week or a month even. This could be a power outage which lasts years, okay? We're looking at potentially a power outage that lasts years. So, this is the reality that news isn't talking about. They're not talking about this. They're not telling you this, okay? But listen, I got some very good sources who put their lives on the line to give me that information. In the next 2 weeks, they're going to target our satellites, and they're probably going to hit some of them. Millions of people are going to lose power for years. For years. Not months, years. People will be going without power. So, I'm putting it out there right now. You can believe me or you cannot believe me. In 2 weeks, you'll understand what I'm saying. But this is a bigger step. See, now they're taking bigger and more brazen steps to control us. They started with COVID-19, which was a big scare. They did it to see if they could force us to do something which is against the Constitution. Wear a mask. Require them to wear a mask. This is how the government works. It's like a grooming process. They start very, very slow at taking away your rights. So they say, let's make everybody wear a mask and see if people will comply with that. And when people complied like little sheep, they took it to the next level. This is the way it works. They are working on controlling us. They're working on taking away our rights. They're working on not wanting me, people like me, to have freedom of speech on platforms like this. And also, Not only do they not want me posting this type of content, but in the future, they want to find and arrest people who are going to be saying the things that I'm saying. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. As much as the media has, and the education system is another thing. Because at a very young age, we're teaching kids victimization mentality. We're not telling them that things aren't the way they were 100 years ago. Instead, we're teaching them the way things were 100 years ago. And the way things were 100 years ago, alright, that teaches kids, especially black kids, to hate white people. And they're pushing that agenda in schools. Okay? And they still teach that lie. Because that was a lie. Christopher Columbus didn't discover this land. Okay? And bringing over a bunch of slaves was a fucking lie. Yes, we did bring over some. But what black people don't like to look at is the fact that America was not the problem in slavery. America nor white people were the issue, or did they cause?